Hello, Life Extension Legends. I'm Aeon Aeternum. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today, we're talking about NAD, the molecule you've probably heard will unlock endless energy, reverse aging, balance your chakras, and maybe even do your taxes. Spoiler alert, it won't. At least, not in the form you've probably been social media hypnotized into buying. What is NAD anyway, and why should you care? Let's start with the basics. NAD is a critical coenzyme in the body, involved in hundreds of cellular processes. That's science speak for your cells can't function without it, and you can't function without your cells, which is inconvenient. The acronym stands for nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, a coenzyme that plays a vital role in cellular metabolism by turning nutrients into cellular energy. It also works as a helper molecule with other proteins that regulate biological processes. The downside is that NAD levels decline with age. Biohackers are obsessed with NAD because it's tied to cellular energy, DNA repair, mitochondrial health, and all the other things that make us feel like we're not draining faster than your iPhone battery after 3 hours of doom scrolling. Naturally, this means it's been bottled, branded, and turned into a multi-billion-dollar wellness trend. Why biohackers worship NAD, and why you might too. It boosts energy production, at least in theory. As NAD levels decline with age, energy production can become less efficient. Biohackers aim to replenish NAD levels to potentially boost energy, reduce fatigue, and support overall cellular function. NAD helps fix cellular damage. Not your trauma though, just the genetic stuff. NAD plays a crucial role in DNA repair mechanisms and cellular regeneration. Declining NAD levels can impair these processes, potentially contributing to the aging process and increased susceptibility to age-related diseases. Biohackers look to NAD supplementation to support cellular repair and potentially slow down the aging process at a cellular level. Mitochondrial health, the powerhouse of the cell, the only thing any of us remembers from 8th grade biology class. NAD is intimately connected with mitochondrial function. Diminished NAD levels can disrupt mitochondrial function, leading to reduced energy production and potentially contributing to age-related decline. Biohackers explore NAD therapy to support mitochondrial health, optimize cellular energy, and potentially mitigate age-related health issues. Cognitive function and mood. NAD might help with brain fog, unless it's caused by a wicked hangover. Some individuals, including biohackers, take NAD supplements for potential benefits such as improved mental clarity, reduced brain fog, enhanced memory, and a positive impact on mood. Sirtuin activation. NAD is a key coenzyme for sirtuins, a class of proteins linked to anti-aging effects, metabolic regulation, and inflammation reduction. By activating sirtuins, NAD may contribute to healthier aging and potentially extend lifespan. Good stuff all around. The NAD supplement boom, now in 31 delivery systems. As more people look to support energy, metabolism, and healthy aging at the cellular level, NAD supplements have gone from obscure to omnipresent. But with its rise in popularity came a wave of new delivery methods, each promising better results. Capsules, sublingual powders, liquid shots, IV infusions, dermal patches, and nasal sprays. At this rate, NAD enemas will be available at your neighborhood wellness spa any day now. Just in time for your next aura cleanse. But which one actually works best? Let's unpack the science behind how your body absorbs NAD and what method may offer the most benefit. Oral supplementation, because who doesn't like oral? It's the most common approach to supporting NAD levels, however, the least useful. NAD is too big and too negatively charged to be absorbed efficiently, and NAD has to be broken down before the body can absorb it. Basically, your digestive system gives this molecule the middle finger. Sublingual administration goes under the tongue to bypass digestion. Better than oral, but still not great. By absorbing through the mucous membranes, it potentially bypasses the digestive system, which may enhance bioavailability. While studies are limited, some research suggests that sublingual NAD can boost NAD levels. The findings also suggest a bioavailability of sublingual NAD at 22% compared to IV administration. But 22% bioavailability still means $4 out of $5 are basically subsidizing your placebo effect. On the bright side, it's still more efficient than most online dating apps. Intravenous IV therapy. IV administration delivers NAD straight to the bloodstream. Sounds impressive. One study showed increases in elderly adults aged 70 to 80 over 6 days. Another study, no significant change after one infusion. So unless you enjoy expensive needles and waiting 2 weeks for statistically insignificant to underwhelming results, probably reconsider. Intramuscular injections. IM injections deliver NAD directly into muscle tissues. Wellness clinics love them. Peer-reviewed science does not. While these injections are commonly offered by wellness clinics and marketed for benefits like accelerated recovery, reduced pain, and healthy aging support, there's a lack of peer-reviewed clinical trials evaluating their safety and efficacy. Anecdotally, they're effective, just like horoscopes. Transdermal patches. This method delivers NAD through the skin. Preliminary studies using microneedle patches for NAD delivery found that lower concentrations offered a more efficient balance of stability and absorption. Higher concentrations were associated with greater compound breakdown prior to absorption, making lower doses the more effective option. Intranasal delivery. For those who like their supplements snorted, animal studies have shown that brain NAD levels begin to decline by young adulthood and decline further by middle age. Intranasal administration may offer a way to bypass the blood-brain barrier and deliver NAD directly to the brain. In rodent models, this method significantly reduced brain damage, whereas the same dose given intravenously did not yield comparable results. Great news if you're a lab rat. The big problem. Direct NAD supplements are basically biochemical wishful thinking. Let's break it down. NAD is a large, negatively charged molecule, which makes it poorly absorbed when taken orally. NAD is unstable and degrades quickly when exposed to light, air, and apparently optimism. And it doesn't enter the cells easily, where it's actually needed. So, taking NAD is kind of like trying to charge your phone by putting it in a toaster. You're doing something, but it's definitely not working. But wait, there's hope. NAD precursors. If NAD supplements are the equivalent of biochemical catfishing, NAD precursors are the real deal for the following reasons: stability and bioavailability. Precursors are more stable and can be easily absorbed by the body, where they can then be converted into NAD. NAD is the PhD prof who is out of touch with the real world and doesn't have any modern transferable skills. Precursors are the sturdy interns who actually show up and do the work. Cellular uptake. NAD precursors can actually get into your cells, unlike the NAD capsules that just loiter in your gut wondering what to do with their lives. Clinical evidence. Studies show precursors increase NAD levels in humans. Yes, real people, not just gerbils on treadmills. And where do we get NAD precursors in the first place? The most basic, practical, and boring answer: through a healthy diet of meats, grains, nuts, and vegetables. I know, shocker. But what's the point of an intermittent fasted, time-restricted, low-calorie diet if I can't get what I'm not eating in a pill? There are many NAD precursors, but not all of them are as widely studied or bioavailable as others. Here's what you need to know about the top 2 precursors, NR and NMN. Nicotinamide riboside, NR. Nicotinamide riboside is a form of vitamin B3 and considered a highly efficient precursor, meaning it uses up the least amount of energy to become NAD. This is because NR bypasses one of the steps in the NAD biosynthetic pathway. NR has been clinically shown to raise NAD levels in humans. In animal studies, this increase leads to concrete benefits like mitochondrial health. In humans, still catching up. Nicotinamide mononucleotide, NMN. This NAD precursor is an intermediate compound between NR and NAD, meaning NR has to become NMN before it becomes NAD. NMN appears to have its own unique cellular transporter, a rare VIP pass into your cells. Human clinical studies are also confirming that dietary supplementation with MNN leads to elevated NAD levels. NMN and NR have never been studied head-to-head in a comparison clinical study to see if one yields more NAD with less energy than the other. Because why make things simple? Final takeaway, aka the sarcastic summary you've grown to know and love. If you're spending $300 a month on NAD capsules, congrats, you've purchased the supplement equivalent of a Gucci placebo. It might not work, but at least it looks fancy on your nightstand. Here's what you should actually do. Stick with NMN or NR. They're stable, absorbed, and backed by actual science. Look for third-party testing, because nothing ruins biohacking like contaminated rice powder. Eat a balanced diet. Yes, broccoli is cheaper than biotech. Ignore celebrity-hyped supplement stacks, unless you're also getting paid to age under studio lighting. Personally, I've been taking NMN and NR for years. In the past, it was easy to find NMN supplements on Scamazon, but a certain Harvard longevity researcher is working to get it reclassified as a drug so he can corner the market. Yay, capitalism. And Scamazon has a habit of not allowing products they consider in the legal gray zone. The good news is you can find links below to the supplements I mentioned here if you want to add them to your supplement stack as well. If this video saved you from swallowing overpriced nonsense, comment, like, and subscribe for more evidence-based wellness with a heavy dose of medical mockery. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay smart, and stay young at heart, preferably with precursors.